Having superpowers doesn't automatically make you a superhero. You're born with one, you have to earn the other.
In this world, the line between being a hero and being a villain is thinner than we think. The idea that if you use your powers to help others makes you a hero is constantly talked about to make sure you understand how redemption works. If you're a villain now, it doesn't mean you can't become a hero as long as you're a murderer and a baby killer. This is where the SDN comes in.
Let SDN be your rock, so you can rock.
The SDN is a company that sends heroes to help their customers. There is a special program that takes low-tier villains and tries to turn them into heroes. This is known as the Phoenix program. This is done by a dispatcher sending each villain to jobs that fit their powers and abilities. And this is where you come in. Meet Robert Robertson III. A man with no powers, but with a mecha suit that has been passed down generations. Obviously, if he has the suit, it means his dad is dead, and he is looking for his dad's killer. Unfortunately, his armor gets destroyed on a mission and he's forced to retire as a hero. With no purpose in life, he accepts an offer to work as a dispatcher and teach the team what it means to be a hero. In return, his armor gets fixed.
You sure this ain't vodka?
This is where we meet the Z team. The team consists of 8 villains: Flambe, Punch-Up, Malevola, Sonar, Coop, Invisigirl, Prism, and Gollum. Each of these villains has a set of abilities you will have to use and take advantage of to progress the story. The best and most necessary character is Royd. He's basically a gentle giant with unmatched mechanical knowledge, and he's supposed to be helping you build back the mecha suit.
But they think I'm some kind of a juice head? They think I'm not natty, bro? They think Royd's not natty.
With every character having abilities, advantages, and disadvantages, you get a simple yet engaging gameplay loop. The gameplay consists of pop-ups coming in, giving you details of an issue, and then giving you keywords to hint to the solution. After you choose what you think is best for the mission, the results come up comparing what was needed versus what you sent. If your character's skills surpass what was needed, you win. Every time you use a hero, they have a cooldown that prevents you from using the same characters too often. The cooldown is based on how fast the characters are or if they can fly. Some missions also give you the chance to send in more than one person to increase the chances of winning. This is where the game gets interesting and varies based on how you level up your characters. Even though this is not challenging at all, it is satisfying when you figure out the right team, especially when the chances are 50-50 and the rest is up to the roll of the dice. From time to time, Robert also jumps in. Instead of being on the field, he helps the team hacking cameras and computers. It's just a direction puzzle, and sometimes you have to remember a few commands. This is just trial and error, but I noticed there's a set amount of fails, but I never actually failed the mission and I played without concern of losing. The puzzles are simple, but very effective to break the pace of the game. I wouldn't complain if they made Telltale games with puzzle and minigames just like this instead of interactive QTE. If the devs wanted, they could add an unlimited mode where you get random pop-ups and you get upgrades so you can make random builds. Even though the gameplay loop is simple, it is still very satisfying and entertaining to play.
Seems like a lot of extra effort.
The dialogue options are very well presented and there's no misleading option that escalates the situation. If the option says something, it goes along the lines of what it's saying, instead of a completely different sentence that means the same. There are 8 chapters and they're all amazing from beginning to end. Each chapter starts and ends like an episode of a show, and this is because the chapters came out at different times. Even though people may not like gatekeeping in video games, I thought it was a great idea to introduce the chapters. Every week, I was excited to play the next one and was wondering where the story was going. Sadly, now you can't experience that because all chapters are available to play. During each of these chapters, you feel the presence of each character as they throw in a little quip when selected or when they succeed or fail a mission. Even though comedy is subjective, the humor the game uses works perfectly for me. It's the type of humor that doesn't over-explain itself, but makes the situation awkward to the point of laughter.
She's joking. I'm
Not my business. But if you do go jerking off in the bathroom, you make it my business.
I don't want to be in that business.
After chapter 8, you're left wanting more of the story. Thankfully, you can replay all the chapters to choose the different options and see the different outcomes. It's great seeing how amazing the paths are based on your choices. Now, it is not 100% different. There are events that need to happen no matter your choices, but the variety in game makes replayability possible.
She temporarily blinded me!
What you mean temporarily? Bitch, you blind forever.
First chapter introduces the main villain, Shroud, a masked man with a calm demeanor trying to get the object that powers Robert's suit, the Astro Pulse. As you progress through the story, Shroud keeps intercepting you by sending around the Red Ring, his team, but he never actually makes an appearance until the last chapter. When he is shown again, he impacts the player with his personality. The consistency used with the character is extremely refreshing, especially considering his powers. Normally, handling the type of powers he has is tough, but the game handled it the smartest possible way without making it feel like plot armor, and at the same time introduce a foreshadow that seemed useless at first but paid out at the end.
Oh, come on. You've stolen things too.
What? You racist motherfucker, I never stole a fucking thing in my entire fucking life.
Chase, you've literally stolen things from me.
Oh yeah, but that doesn't count. That was for somebody
A
else.
villain carries that title because of their selfishness. The moment they are guided to use their powers for good and show genuine interest for the well-being of others is when a villain can become a hero. As a dispatcher, it is your job to make sure their powers are used correctly. All that is left is for them to help themselves by helping others.
This is for all the non-subscribers and the Roberts out there. Enjoy.
My name's Robert, such a bitch whose name is Robert. I'm a bitch, yeah, I'm a bitch. I'm such a fucking bitch. I have no hopes, I have no dreams. And a tiny little thing, and it doesn't even function anyway. Because I never got its function.